Now, ladies and gentlemen, things are really falling apart between the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua, and the Odinga family ahead of Rigathi Gachagua's visit to Bondo. Rigathi Gachagua is planning to go to Bondo to visit Raila Odinga's gravesite and also to condole with Mama Ida Odinga, the Odinga family. That is after the by-elections that are set to be conducted on the 27th of November. So let's say by December. By December, I hope that Rigathi will visit Raila Odinga's gravesite for the first time since Raila Odinga's death. But it turns out that things are not going on very well. Things are not going on smoothly to Rigathi Gachagua the way he had planned. And in this particular video here, I want to give you the latest update. And before we begin, in case you're here for the first time, in case you're listening to me currently and you haven't subscribed, take a second or two and hit that subscribe button down below so that next time when I produce a video like this one, YouTube will automatically send you the notifications. Thank you so much. My name is Jason, and of course, this is Jason Vibes Radio, Political channel. So let us begin. First of all, we all know, we all understand that the real reason here as to why the former DP, Rigathi Gachagua, is the only leader within the united opposition coalition who never even attended Raila Odinga's burial in Bondo and never condoled with Raila Odinga's family after Raila Odinga's death, it is because of Rigathi Gachagua's political hatred towards Raila Odinga. Not that Rigathi was blocked. No, it did not happen. And that is why during Raila Odinga's burial on the 19th of October at Opoda Farm, Rigathi Gachagua was celebrating, happily celebrating a birthday party as the whole country was mourning. And because in politics, everything must happen with a reason. The real reason here as to why Rigathi was happily celebrating that birthday party. Let me show you the photos. While the country was mourning, it is because Rigathi wanted to send a very strong message out there. And the message that Rigathi wanted to deliver is that he does not care at all about Raila Odinga's death. Because, after all, it is not his problem. Rigathi Gachagua's bitter political fallout against Raila Odinga was because Raila Odinga played a very, very big role in his impeachment. You know, Raila Odinga had to unite with President Ruto. ODM and UDA came together to impeach Rigathi. Were it not for Raila, were it not for the ODM party, I strongly believe that Ruto did not have enough numbers to impeach Rigathi. And even after Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment, we saw Rigathi Gachagua's close political allies being kicked out from key government positions. And it is because of Raila Odinga. You know, after Raila entered into a political agreement with Ruto, the broad-based government, Ruto had to remove some of Rigathi Gachagua's allies and replaced them immediately with Raila Odinga's ODM party leaders. That is what happened. That was the beginning of the political hatred between Rigathi and Raila Odinga. You know, Rigathi felt very bitter. He worked so hard to form this government with Ruto. Then he was chased away. But Rigathi Gachagua is now saying that he wants to visit Raila Odinga's gravesite in Bondo. And he also says that he wants that particular event, during his visit to Bondo to condole with the Odinga family to be a very, very big event than that of Kalonzo Musyoka. You know, recently, Kalonzo visited Mama Ida Odinga to condole with the Odinga family. And I can say it here that Kalonzo Musyoka's visit to Bondo was very successful. He was accompanied by the Wiper Party leaders, and we saw Mama Ida Odinga was very happy. As a matter of fact, at some point, Mama Ida Odinga went to an extent of endorsing Kalonzo Musyoka's presidency. Mama Ida Odinga said that Kalonzo is a genuine friend. Kalonzo was a very good friend of Raila Odinga, and he supported Raila Odinga for 15 good years. That is why she was endorsing Kalonzo Musyoka. So in this issue here, in this particular event of Rigathi, Rigathi wants that his event also to be huge because he is being accompanied by his wife, Pastor Dorcas, together with his children. I believe his whole family will be there, together with the DCP party leaders and also the Mount Kenya elders, the Kikuyu elders. They will accompany Rigathi Gachagua there. Let me read for you this particular statement here. This is what Rigathi said. You know, Rigathi was talking at a local media station in Embu recently, and he said this: I was fully prepared to go to Nyayo Stadium for Raila Odinga's state funeral, but some police officers warned me not to go because the government had planned to use plainclothes officers to attack me, so that it could be said that the people from Nyanza, the Luos, had attacked me, creating enmity between the two communities. After learning this, I decided I could not risk it. He proceeds to say that we were never friends with Raila Odinga and never listened to each other. But it was nothing personal. It was all about politics. I have already talked to our elders, and they have told me that it is good also to look for friends from Raila Odinga's community, and it is okay to lead a delegation to Bondo. Currently, Rigathi Gachagua wants to visit Raila Odinga's family to condole with them for the first time at this particular time in politics, because it seems that Rigathi is cornered. You know, Rigathi would want to go to Bondo, to the Nyanza region, entire Nyanza region, to conduct a political event there. But he cannot go there because of what happened. Maybe he will be attacked. So basically here, Rigathi Gachagua is looking for his rescue through the Odinga family. He believes that once he makes peace with Mama Ida Odinga and the Odinga family, then that will be a gate pass to conduct a political rally in Nyanza. Then also, Rigathi is going there to create more friends. That is why he's saying that he has been advised by the elders of the Kikuyu community that he should go there to Nyanza and look for friends there, political friends, so that they can work together. You know, the reason as to why Rigathi does not have political allies from Nyanza who can organize for his political rally, for his political event there, it is because even those who would want to join Rigathi are afraid of working with Rigathi because of Rigathi Gachagua's bitter political fallout with the Luo community after Raila Odinga's death. So that is exactly what is going on in Rigathi Gachagua's mind. That is why he would really want to go to Bondo at this time, to make peace with the Odinga family, to make peace with the Luos, so that they can work together. But the question here is, do you think that Mama Ida Odinga is comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua's visit? Do you think that Mama Ida Odinga will be happy to see Rigathi Gachagua there? Not that they will stop Rigathi. No. Because according to the Luo culture, you are not supposed to stop anybody to visit Raila Odinga's gravesite. At some point, the Odinga family was saying that everybody in Kenya is invited to visit Raila Odinga's gravesite because you are not supposed to stop anybody. According to the Luo culture, everybody is free to go there. But is Mama Ida Odinga comfortable with Rigathi Gachagua's visit? In my own opinion, that is a no. That is a no. Because Mama Ida Odinga believes that Rigathi will be there on his own political reasons. Not as a genuine friend, not as a genuine person who is coming to condole with the family. He is there for political reasons. That is why he's saying that he's going to Bondo to make some friends. He has not even mentioned that he will condole with the Odinga family. That is what is currently going on. So I want us to wait and see Rigathi Gachagua's visit to Bondo. What will happen next? But what I know is that things are not going to be good. Things are not going to be good because of the enmity between Rigathi and the Luo community. But let us give it time and see. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know your thoughts on this matter. Do you think that Rigathi is making the right move? Is he right of what he's about to do? I want to know your thoughts. I will go through those comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more political updates. My name is Jason. I'm out. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.